Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Thursday. Woohoo! For some reason I was feeling like it was Friday. We're not there yet. No, today is Thursday. So last night, yesterday, I watched some television because I needed some downtime, and I found that everything I watched made me cry. And I don't mean like little tears. I mean like sobbed. And then I was looking on Facebook and there was a lot of people saying like, I'm really tired today. Just unusually cranky, like feeling the energy. And these are people that aren't really in like energy. They're just like my friends. So I go to the astrology and they look at the current chart and wow. Okay. So we have the moon in Aries, fire sign. We have the sun in Cancer, emotions galore. Then personally, Leo is my rising sign, and I've got Leo. So Venus is in Leo, Mars is in Leo. Then we have Pluto in Capricorn, which is my rising sign. And then we have Chiron in Aries, which is a fire sign in connection to and then the ascendant is in Cancer. So, I mean, guys, it is a lot out there right now. So if you're feeling it, take some time to relax. Take some time to just be. I'm actually going to step out of like spiritual life today after this video and actually do family stuff. So for those of you who don't know, my daughter is due in August and she's getting close. And so we're in the nesting phase. And if you don't know what nesting is, it's when basically a mother who is about to give birth gets very, very just needs to create the nest, needs to clean everything and get everything set up and get everything just right and get all of this. And, it's just needing to be settled, needing everything to be ready. And so we've been putting together the nursery and the furniture is arriving and things are being put together and put away. And she's had a lot of people drop stuff off. The shower hasn't even been here yet. And she has a stack of stuff. So, stuff to be put away and just nesting. For those of you who've been through it, you know what it feels like. So that's what we're going through. So right now, if you're feeling it, there's a lot of energy out there. Again, if you've never really looked at your natal chart, I would go to a website and get a free, they're all over the website. Just type in free natal chart. And you need to know your birth date, where you were born, and the time of your birth, if you have it, makes it a much better experience. And that should be right on your birth certificate, really. Because one of the things I recognized when I did my natal chart was I have Chiron in my chart. And so whenever Chiron is kicking up, whenever Chiron's doing something, I feel it. And so yesterday, me needing to sob during those TV shows that I've watched before, guys. These aren't things like that were brand new coming, but I didn't just cry. I had a good old cry session for myself. But yeah, with all this, emotions being kicked up with the sun in Cancer, with the moon in Aries, fire sign, really gonna get you. And then for me personally, Capricorn and Pluto, and then Chiron and Aries. Like, I'm not surprised I'm feeling it. Feeling some type of way. So take care of yourself. All right. So with that all being said, happy Thursday. Welcome everyone. Hey Kara. Hey Darlene. Hey Ann. All right. Let's take a nice deep breath and see what the energies want us to know today. Ooh, okay. All right. It is going to be about taking care of yourself today. So growth and evolution, or prosperity, growth and prosperity. Growth and prosperity. Yeah, it's time. It's time for you to stretch yourself. So what I was seeing was, that was very interesting. I was seeing like your arm reaching out, but then reaching further than it would normally go, because it's time. It's time to reach out. It's time to really reach out and stretch yourself in a way that you are grabbing hold of that opportunity, grabbing hold of what is coming for you. And that is going to bring the prosperity, because you've been going through transformation. You've been going through transformation, and it is now time for you to receive. And so you've got to reach out and you've got to grab it. Many people will tell you that people aren't going to give you stuff. You got to take it. And for many of us, we're uncomfortable with taking. We're uncomfortable of putting ourselves first. We're uncomfortable of being in that role. And that's what this feels like. It feels like you've got to be in that role. You've got to reach out. You've got to grab it. That is your growth. That is your growth, saying, I deserve, I am good enough, I am worthy. I'm going to reach out and grab what I want. And that is what is going to bring you the prosperity, because your team is saying it's time. It's time for you to be in connection with us, to stretch your wings and fly in the direction that is for you. So you're being stretched, and it's time to take flight. It's time to go. It's time to move forward. It is time to know that you are in a time of gratitude that brings goodness. Knowing that you're grateful for your past, you're grateful for what you've been through, you're grateful for where you've come from, but that's not where you're going anymore. You're done with that. You're grateful for it because it's behind you, and now you're reaching forward and you're grabbing hold of what is for you, and you're being grateful for now what you're being brought to. You're being grateful for what is for you. But you've got to reach out and grab it. You've got to reach out and grab it. You've got to reach out and say, I am worthy. I am worthy. This is for me. I am good enough. It's time. I'm taking it. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for where I've been, because I'm no longer there. I'm spreading my wings. I'm flying. I'm taking off, because I am powerful. I am empowered. I am ready to go. I'm not being held back anymore. I'm telling myself I am good enough, because I am. I am feeling creative. I'm feeling powerful. I'm moving forward. I'm not staying where I am, because the winds of change are here. And so now I've got to grab onto it. I've got to stretch myself, and I've got to grab hold of that opportunity. I've got to grab hold of what's coming for me. There's no more blocking it. There's no more holding it off. Oh, I'm so sorry, Karen. Sending you prayers, honey. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning, Karen. So yes, so it is time to grab hold. It is time to grab hold. It is time to be there for yourself. It is time to say, I am good enough. It is time to get in connection with yourself, because you are ready. The winds of change are here, and it's time. It's time to move forward. It's time to receive the goodness, and it's time to receive the prosperity. And you're only going to do that by grabbing hold. By grabbing hold and saying, I am ready. I am here. I am receiving. This is for me. The transformation has happened. You've transformed. That's what you've been going through for the past 6 to 8 months. And now it's time to receive. And that 6 to 8 months was the culmination of a cycle. That 6 to 8 months was the learning and the assimilation and the recognizing everything you've been in the past 3 to 7 years. So now it's time to grab hold of the opportunities that are coming for you. It's time to grab hold of what is being offered. Not saying I'm not good enough, or not saying I've got to hold it off, because there's no needing to. There's no needing to. Everything you're going through, everything you're being brought to is for you. And now it's time to know that you are in angelic protection. So it's safe. to grab hold of. It's safe to evolve. It's safe to move into new. It's safe to feel prosperous and to feel the goodness and being grateful for where you are. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe. Whether you're feeling worried about physical, emotional, or spiritual harm or not, this card is confirming that you have a spiritual protection. Your angel guide is supporting you and leading you toward positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take, you are unsure what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support. The angels are with you The angels who are with you only need a prayer from you in order to swoop in and guide you. You are protected. The worst is now behind you and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that you have been facing. The past is gone and your angel guide is encouraging you to let it go. The traumatic or painful memories have revisited you recently. Know that they are opportunities to recognize how far you have come and acknowledge how much healing has taken place in your life. When you have reflected on these shifts, leave the past behind and move forward. The present is only a gift if you are able to receive it. If you are facing the unknown at this time, know that your angel guide will show you the next steps and you will be surrounded by a spiritual force field that will protect you on all levels as you move forward. You got this. You got this. So I'm actually going to, and I think this is why I thought it was Friday, because actually while I was thinking about this earlier, before I got up, I was being drawn to pull 3 cards. So we're going to do a little pick a card. So if you're watching this on the replay, please hashtag replay. And so I'm going to draw 3 cards. And you can think of something you want clarity on or questions answered. Take a nice deep breath. What is some extra message that's just for you today? All right, let's see what we got. I'm going to use the Oracle of the 7 Energies by Colette Baron Reed for this. Oh, I got 1. And 2. This is probably why I thought it was Friday, because I've been doing this typically on Friday. Just felt like we needed something a little more today. All right, there's 3. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. What is your eye being drawn to, or which one did you notice first? 1, 2, or 3? All right, here we go. 1. Yeah, the royal you. It's time to step into your divinity, step into your magnificence, who you truly are. So this is about you really knowing that you are deserving, that you are powerful, that you're co-creating your reality by putting your intention out there of where you want to go and where you want to be, and that it's time for you to start receiving, that it is time for that divinity within you to shine forth and allow the universe to bring the match to you, whether that is a partner, whether that is a opportunity, but it is time to match you up with the divinity in your soul, with the power that you are, with your gifts, your talents, and having a vibrational match. So for some of you, it might even be a tribe. It might even be finding like-minded people. But it's time for you to come in connection. Come in connection with the vibrational match that is for you. There's no more playing small. There's no more just giving and being and doing for others. It's about now you being empowered to say, I'm going to set some boundaries. And if you can't respect my boundaries, then you don't get a seat at my table, because I'm powerful and I am respecting myself. I'm loving myself in a way that it is time for me to draw those situations and people to me that are going to also respect me. All right? And be okay with that. It's time. It's time. All right, number two. Yes, it is time for you to come into a higher view. It is time for you to get in connection with your higher self and trust where you're being guided, led, inspired. It is time for you to get that higher perspective and to know that where you're being guided and where you're being led, that's coming from your higher self, is the way for you. That you are protected on that journey, but it is time for you to take the steps that are for you now. It is time for you to take the steps that are going to bring you in alignment with your higher self. And so there's no more playing small. There's no more staying in the background. There's no more staying in the background. It's time to move forward. It's time to reach out and grab what is for you. Hey, Genevieve, these are actually pick a card, so you might want to watch this video on the replay. But I'm doing a general message, so thank you for being here. So those of you who got card number 2, it is time. It is time to look from the higher perspective. It is time to go with the inspiration. It is time to go within and to hear and know and feel that higher perspective. Number 3. No worries, no worries. Number 3, a powerful move. A powerful move. It is time. Look at the chess piece up there with its wings on it. It's time. And I think that's like the rook. I could be wrong. I'm not a chess player. But yeah, it's time. It's time to move. And it's not a little move. It's a big move. So for some of you, you've been putting this big move off. You've been putting off the big decision. You've been putting off, I just noticed there's another piece down here that's like off center. Interesting. Yeah, it's time. This powerful move, it's been coming. You've been feeling it. You've been having the opportunity. You've been knowing it's coming, and now it's time. It's time to make the move. And remember, not making a choice is making a choice, and you end up being where you don't want to be. So this card is really saying it's time for you to make that powerful move. It's time for you to make the decision that you know you've been needing to make, maybe even for over a year now. But if you don't make it, you're going to end up with a tower moment that you've got to clean up the mess from. So it's your choice. It's your choice, but it's time. It's time to make the move. It's time to not wonder or fear or hold back. It's time. It's time to make that powerful move because you deserve it. You deserve it. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning. So those are the 3 cards. So if you're just joining me, I just did a pick a card. So feel free to watch the replay so that you can pick your own card. If you've not looked at your astrology natal chart, if you've not looked at what the planetary alignments were when you were born, or what planets were in the sky, please. They were all in the sky, but where were they in your natal chart? Who's affecting your energy? So take a look at that because the current chart is big right now. A lot of fire and a lot of water and a lot of emotions. So if you're feeling it, you're not alone. You're truly, truly not alone. And if you're ready to start your integrative energy therapy journey, because it is a process. Please get a hold of me at melissaalwatkins.com/services, or you can messenger me right here on Facebook, or you can message me on my page. So lots of ways to get a hold of me. Yeah, Kara, absolutely. So take a look at that. Take a look at your natal chart. Take a look at where the planets were when you were born, and see how the current chart matches up, or where you're feeling some, where you're being bumped up or things are being brought back around for you. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. The integrative energy therapy, I am booking distant sessions and in-person sessions. Remember the distant sessions, whether they're the integrative energy therapy sessions or even a reading, once I'm in your energy, we're all energy. So it doesn't matter if we're in the same room or even on the same continent. I'm going to be able to read you as you were right here with me. So it's all good. So I just don't want you to feel like there's a diminished capacity in any way from not being in the same room. There really is not. There really is not. So the energy is the energy, and whether we're a screen away or a continent away, or we're in the same room, I'm going to be able to do what I need to do to help you. Call in the angels, call in your crossed over loved ones, and use the information as I need it. Lori, you're never late. You're never late, honey. You really are not. You know, it would help if I had like a set time, and I've been really trying to stick to like the 9:30 time, but you know, life happens. So please don't ever feel like you're late, and you can always watch the replay. You can always comment if you're watching the replay. I will check the comments. I will respond to you. So please don't feel like you're ever late. Everything happens at the right time. It just does. And so please, you're not late. You're not late. Saturday, Sheila Tillich and I will be Coffee with Sheila and Melissa right here. And we're going to talk about soul contracts, and we're going to talk about soul mates, and we're going to talk about are your life written in the stars? Are you destined to have certain experiences? Are you destined for certain things, or can you change that when you get here and start having your human experience? So that's a really, really awesome, Lori. Awesome. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know if you know this, but I also watch the video sometimes because when I'm channeling, when I'm intuitively reading those cards, that's information coming through me. And so sometimes I'm like, how did that go? Or what was the message? What was the complete message? Because I'm only kind of here consciously. So yeah, sometimes, and it's like watching someone else when I'm rewatching it to get the message for myself. So very interesting. So I'm not surprised that you're called to want to watch it more than once. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. So, not sure what I was talking about. Shoot. Okay. So yes, watching the videos, the integrative energy therapy, distant in person is the same for me. And when we're continents away, it would be nice to be together physically, but we don't need to be. Oh, Coffee with Sheila and Melissa. That's what I was talking about. Yeah. So we're going to talk about soul contracts, soulmates. Are you locked into a certain life experience, or can you, in your free will choice, change it? Can you change your contract or experience once you get here and start having your human experience? And are the people that come into your life, who are soulmates, who are not soulmates? What is a soulmate? Are you kind of destined for a soulmate for the whole journey? There's just a lot of misperceptions out there, and we really want to talk about it because in this new energy, there's so much that is different and good. And we really want to have that conversation. So Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. Set your reminder. All right. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So that's what I have for you today. Big, big, heavy energies out there. Take it slow, drink a lot of water, get rest when you need to. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it because there's just a lot of heavy energies, and there's a lot of planetary alignments that might bring stuff up for you, bring stuff up from the past, bring stuff up for you that you really thought had been put to bed or that you were really completely over. And remember, we're like an onion. When it's coming back up, it doesn't necessarily mean you're getting the reconnection or there's going to be a resurgence in something. It just means that it's an opportunity for you to see it clearly, so that you can release it, so that you can release another layer and recognize that this is part of the past. It's part of where you were, but it's not where you're going. Oh, awesome, Kara. Awesome. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings. And I'll talk to you soon.